acts as a transport. Now we will discuss transport of CO2, that is carbon dioxide. So here also the partial pressures plays very important role. If you remember the partial pressures, partial pressure of oxygen is more at the lung alveoli. Like that the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is more at the tissues. Now there is we starts with the tissues. So partial pressure of carbon dioxide is more at the tissues. Because of that CO2 combines with the hemoglobin and it leads to the formation of a carbamino compounds and in a dissolved state and in the form of a carbonic acid, like that the bicarbonates. So in a different ways the transport of carbon dioxide takes place. In three ways we will discuss here. In dissolved state. In dissolved state. So I will give the equation for you. That is the H2, CO2 combines with H2O. Dissolved is nothing but it can dissolve in the water and leads to the formation of H2CO3. So next, in the form of carbamino compounds. In the form of carbamino compounds. The carbamino compounds are nothing but the hemoglobin contains, say, amino group. The amino group combines with the HbNHCOO minus plus H plus ion which releases. So this is about the carbamino compounds. So the 7% of carbon dioxide which is transported in the form of dissolved state, and carbamino compounds 20 to 25% of carbon dioxide which is transported in the form of carbamino compounds. The same rule what we were followed in case of partial pressures, like that here the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is more at the tissues. So that at the tissue level carbon dioxide combines with the hemoglobin and leads to the formation of carbamino compounds. That carbamino compounds, when they will come to the alveoli, so there is a dissociation of carbon dioxide from the hemoglobin and enters into the carbon dioxide enters into the alveoli. So like that there will be the carbon dioxide which is released into the alveoli. Oxygen, exchange of gases we were discussed. Exchange చెప్పట్లేదు ఇక్కడ నేను just to transport of carbon dioxide చెప్తున్నా. That's why at the tissues partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high, so that hemoglobin combines with carbon dioxide and it leads to the formation of carbamino hemoglobin. And when it comes to the alveoli, there is a dissociation of carbon dioxide from this hemoglobin and CO2 enters into the alveoli. Like that there will be the transport of carbon dioxide takes place. And the other form, transport of carbon dioxide in the form of bicarbonates. See here bicarbonates. Say this is the 70% of carbon dioxide which is carried in the form of bicarbonates. I will draw a diagram here. Say these are you have to imagine it as the tissue, at the tissue level, it is at the tissue level. Okay, here the hemoglobin, that is the red blood cells. Here the CO2 enters into the hemoglobin and combines with the water and leads to the formation of H2CO3. Here the enzyme carbonic anhydrase is useful carbonic anhydrase enzyme is useful for the formation of carbonic acid. H2CO3, here there will be again carbonic anhydrase enzyme, which it is, these are all the reversible reactions. These are all reversible reactions. H plus HCO3 minus ion plus H plus ion. This H plus ion goes and combines with hemoglobin. Now I will give clearly for you. ఏమైందా ఇక్కడ పార్షియల్ ప్రెషర్ ఆఫ్ కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంది కాబట్టి ఏమంజామ్ ఇక్కడ CO2 వచ్చి ఎక్కడ కలుస్తుంది, హీమోగ్లోబిన్తో కంబైన్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా, హీమోగ్లోబిన్తో కంబైన్ అయినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ H plus ion which combines with hemoglobin, and this HCO3 minus ions which comes out, this is the totally plasma. This is the plasma. చుట్టూ ఉన్నటువంటి ఇదంతా ఏంటన్నా రెడ్ బ్లడ్ సెల్స్ చుట్టూ ఏముంటుంది, ప్లాస్మా. హియర్ ఎట్ ద లంగ్స్, దీస్ ఆర్ ద లంగ్స్. The same equation which has taken place at the tissue level, this HCO3 minus ions enters into this, combines with, మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ HB అయాన్ ఇక్కడ వేసాను కదా నేను, ఈ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చింది, H ప్లస్ అయాన్ ఇక్కడ నుంచి వచ్చింది. HB combines in the presence of carbonic anhydrase. This HB gives H plus ion to this and leads to the formation of H2CO3. ఇక్కడ కూడా ఏం చేయాలి మనం, మళ్ళీ రివర్సిబుల్ రియాక్షన్ ఇది కూడా. H plus H2CO3, HCO3 minus ion ప్లస్ ఇక్కడ H2CO3 అనేటటువంటిది ఏదైతే ఉందో H2CO3, CO2 ప్లస్ H2ఓగా మారిపోయింది. మనకేమొచ్చింది ఇక్కడ నుంచి, CO2 అనేటటువంటిది HB అనేటటువంటిది రిలీజ్ చేసింది, CO2 అండ్ H2O in the presence of each enzyme, carbonic anhydrase enzyme. Now CO2 enters into the lung alveoli. Here partial pressure of oxygen is more, so that carbon dioxide which dissociates from the hemoglobin and enters into the alveoli. Like that there will be the transport of carbon dioxide in the form of bicarbonate ion. This HCO3 minus ions more in the RBC, because of that to maintain the electrolyte balance. At the tissue level, chloride ions enters into the RBC. So to maintain electrolyte balance, HCO3 minus ions comes out from the RBC. Chloride ions enters into the RBC. By that there will be the electrolyte balance takes place. This exchange of bicarbonate ion and chloride ion at the red blood cell, and at the tissue level, is called exchange of chloride ion and bicarbonate ion. At the tissue level is called chloride shift. It is also called Hamburger's phenomena. ఎందుకంటారు ఇది సైంటిస్ట్ అనే అతని పేరు, హ్యాంబర్గర్స్ ఫినామినా అంటారు. సో నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే ఎట్ ద లంగ్స్, ఎట్ ద ఆల్వియోలై, the same case which repeats. HCO3 minus ions enters into the RBC. Chloride ions comes out from the RBC. This is called reverse chloride shift. This is about reverse chloride shift. That is the chloride shift, reverse chloride shift. It occurs at the lungs. It occurs at the tissue level. The exchange of bicarbonate ions and the chloride ions at the tissue level is called chloride ions enters into the RBC and bicarbonate ions comes out from the RBC. And then that is called chloride shift. Very, very important for the 2 marks. Chloride shift. Okay. This is the transport of carbon dioxide. My dear students, these are the equations you should remember, and we will close this. Say buffering activity and the electrolyte balance. These are all you refer. If you have any doubts, question. Say the comment in the send the questions. I will send. I will give the information through the through the phone call, or I will give the information through the message also. Thank you, my dear students. So what is the buffering activity and what is the electrolyte balance? All this. So these are the different questions which may arise in your brain. May arise in your brain, may not arise in your brain also. Okay, my dear students, thank you. Thank you one and all. ఇవి కూడా ఒక విధంగా చెప్పాలంటే ఇవన్నీ కూడా రివర్సిబుల్ రియాక్షన్స్. ఇవన్నీ కూడా రివర్సిబుల్ రియాక్షన్స్. ఎందుకు అనంటే రివర్సిబుల్ రియాక్షన్స్ ఎక్కడైనా కూడా కాంబినేషన్ అనేటివి కంబైన్ అవ్వాలి, మళ్ళీ డిసోసియేట్ అవ్వాలి. సో కాంబినేషన్ అండ్ డిసోసియేషన్, అసోసియేషన్ రెండు అవుతున్నాయి కాబట్టి తప్పకుండా ఇవన్నీ రివర్సిబుల్ రియాక్షన్సే మోస్ట్లీ. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్.